think I'm going to keep the painting the way it is. And I have a few reasons for that. One of which is I very much do like when paintings are unfinished. And for the last while I've been doing almost meticulously filling out every space of a canvas. And it's because I was trying to go for an effect. But sometimes I love these mistakes that happen, and let's just leave it. It might be perfect the way it is. And I could see this painting going many different directions, but you know what? I'm going to stop right here and leave it, and I'm going to explain why. One of the reasons is I was actually live streaming it the other day, so you can watch me paint it. And someone named Cynthia Jimenez wrote something that touched me. She said, "So strange today, made a year of my father passed. And I see this painting, I was so depressed. I see this painting as a person reaching out from the clouds as an angel, or spirit guide trying to save a lost soul. It reminds me of my father trying to save me." My thought is, if this touches one person, then that's good enough. Because I was, as if you watched when I was painting it, thinking that this is a person who's reaching down from the heavens, you know? And it's a theme I've done before in the past. So, like for example, there's this idea of reaching out for help or offering help at the same time. I did a self-portrait when I was like 21. And I was at art school. Maybe I'll put it right here. That's me reaching out. I also did one, I remember, of a hand reaching out mysteriously towards a woman. And I've got lots more. I've got one where a hand is gripping these flowers, sort of reluctantly giving it to this strange man in a chair. And that was a drawing I did, in my 20s. Anyhow, and the overall composition, this biblical feeling. So I did another painting not too long ago, this one here, called The Binding of Isaac. And it has that very large dramatic sky with angels kind of coming down. So, you know what? I said, let's just leave it like this. This is going to be perfect. I was thinking about maybe going in more and making more defined hands was more obvious, but maybe I'll leave it. And a couple of things I just want to mention while I was doing the painting, some thoughts are going through my head that I didn't actually mention when I was painting it to the live stream. One of which was, I was thinking about Chagall, where he had the figures floating in the sky, and maybe I'll show one or two paintings as examples of what I mean over here. The other thing I was thinking stylistically a little bit like Kandinsky. I mean, he's a bit more controlled, but so if you look at these white wisps and stuff, I was in the back of my mind sort of thinking Kandinsky. And then when I started doing these little details, maybe I'll come and zoom in so you can see what I mean. I started doing these strange little details. I was thinking of Aurélien Rodin. Anyhow, in a nutshell, so there's the face. So there's like the eye, the nose, mouth, and then the arm reaching down with the hand sort of here. So anyhow, that's what this painting's about, and it's going to be called The Saviour. Thank you, Cynthia.